Hey people, Idris here, 1v1 Wasteland of Xu. On the blue side is Boomstick with the Orcs, and green we have Theemin with the humans. Those colours are the wrong way round, guys. Come on now. What are we going to see here? Is it Wolfguard Commander? It is Wolfguard Commander here for Theemin. A support melee hero going straight for this early group of creeps. And for Boomstick we have the Occultist. And 2 hits, those undead are dead. Well, more dead, I guess. Because of Demonic Pact. This thing right here gives you AoE damage and 200% more damage on those attacks. But you do take damage if you leave the little circle of death that he creates. For Theemin, we have Whirlwind for some AoE damage. And of course, Shadow Strike. Expect Nullify for the Occultist pretty soon. We saw this matchup before. And again, this is a 4-player map that they're playing 1v1, so lots of room to expand. Big chunks of damage again from the Occultist. They have got the Blood Sacrifice to apply bleeding to nearby enemies, and Confluence to get health off the bleed. Also gives an affliction, it looks like there.
We're being attacked.
Oh, a slightly more dangerous mob of creeps here with the Revenant Knight. You get that sound effect of this guy dragging his sword across the ground. Some really cool touches in this game. There's the Demonic Pact. Needs to bunch them up in a big pile there, as you saw, and just cleaves through them. Also getting the attacks from Kalarak here. Levels up again. And what about the Wolfguard Commander? Also level 2. Are they going to get level 4 off this? I don't think so. No, not quite. This will be a potion or something. Going towards the mid here, we have this pool which gives you health regen. So you can stand your army in this, and we're going to see the Wolfguard Commander heal up here quite quickly from the pool if they stay in it. Looks like they're not going to though. And there's a Godstone here to grab. And that's turning green. Can we get a sense of where the iron is? Looks like it's right near this starting area. On in the center there. Yeah, so they should have relatively easy access to the iron. This is a fight that the Wild Rider will lose if they just stand and get smacked. Here comes the Occultist into that health regen pool. What did we get for the openings here? Most likely standard stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4 wood, 2 hunt, and 5 wood, 2 hunt. Okay. No stone though. Orcs can use a little stone to get to tier 2. Humans need stone to upgrade their sector buildings to the first level. They need 5 stones. So you always see 1 stone cutter, 2 wood, 1 hunt usually. Yep. There's the other woodcutter. Occultist putting pressure on all the way on the other side of the map. You usually see Orc players try to crowd out their enemies just by expanding them super fast. Wolfguard Commander typically works right towards the Earth Shatter down here. Teleport in with a Shadow Strike, then use the Earth Shatter and try and use the auras to keep your army strong. They've also got the, what is it called? The heal on hit thing. Over here. Replenishing Strike. Heal on hit every 2 seconds. Sorry, every 5 seconds. Really strong. Heals yourself too, as well as allies. They've already got a point into it. You just saw it proc there. How's the expansion going? The Orc actually not expanding as quickly as we've seen before. Already upgrading this. Just takes wood and food to do. No sign of any scoundrels yet. Orcs can create units from any of their sector buildings, which can be a big advantage. Much easier to get stuff to the front line. Here's some goblins. Scoundrels. Not very good compared to the... Even though you get 2 at a time, I believe... Let me check here. If I can. Where's Theemin? Here's Theemin. Yeah, these guys are 6 food infantrymen, whereas scoundrels are 5 and 2, right? Yes, 5 food, 2 wood. You get 2 scoundrels, but I think the human infantryman can fight scoundrels at least 2-1, maybe even 3 or 4-1, because infantrymen, as you see right here, have strike resistance, 700 health and 60 damage per swing, whereas scoundrels have, I think, 500 health, no strike resistance, and only 25 damage per swing. So I think infantrymen can fight them at least 3-1, and they're gonna need a wall of infantrymen, I think, because the wall of goblins is gonna be massive. Keepers are good, but they're not gonna efficiently trade with goblins at 4 iron a pop. Need to keep this guy safe. Down to 2 hit points over here. Looks like the Wolfguard commander has the aggro. That was a replenishing strike, just healing him up there a bit. And they're taking this point, frontier outpost already. Barracks going up. Double barracks over here, so this is going to be their main military sector, I think. Needs to grab all these potions. This is quite annoying. I wish there was like a loot all button around you or something, because you need to select your hero, then select the bag on the floor, and then select take all from a little window. It's like, why would you not want to take it? Just give me it. Got some tainted obelisks around the edge of the map. One here and one here. And then the same the other side. These things are what create the Titan units, which we'll maybe see. Little group of 4 infantrymen here should be able to mop up quite a lot of scoundrels, but of course, if they bunch up, the Occultist will cleave through them pretty well. Going for the Medusa towards the center of the map here. These are quite strong mobs. 1500 hit points, magic damage on this one. This one has piercing damage. Oh, the Occultist has his armor upgrade already. Let's have a look at that, shall we? Can I follow you? There we go. And it is the epic 30, 40, 30, 75 on the resistances there. It'll be the same for the Wolfguard commander's epic armor if they get it, which I assume they will. It seems to be the first thing you grab as a melee hero. Nobody seems to go for that health regen helmet, which I think would be useful for the Occultist. This guy, if you didn't know already, if you didn't figure it out, has to sacrifice health to use his abilities. Gonna go for this central healing pool now. I hear some humans fighting. Here we go. Oh, so you get strong undead on this part rather than Medusa. That Revenant Knight and stuff. Level 5 Wolfguard Commander. And the Occultist also level 5. More Medusa here. What about up here? Yeah, all the others are Medusa. And that side gets strong undead. There's that Demonic Pact. Here come more scoundrels. We should get a sense now of how much stuff they have. 29 scoundrels for Caboomstick. Theemin with 6 arbalists and 6 infantrymen. Are they just going to get swarmed though? Oh, Earth Shatters up though. Makes a massive difference. We see the Occultist with this thing, Blood Like Tar. So you see it says their cost 500 hit points reserved. You see some of his health bar on the top left is red, and you see it on his character too. So it just basically removes that health from you as long as you have this active. It does mess up movement speed and deal damage to everything around him. It's a pretty big deal. Humans doing pretty well though in this fight, I think. More scoundrels arriving.
Building completed.
And Theemin has, you see the Earth Shatter. None of the auras up yet. They usually come up later game. There's the Earth Shatter again. Has that 40-second cooldown, but it's so good if you can get in amongst a lot of stuff and use it. Gives the Arbalist some space and some time to shoot things. They do shoot quite slowly, isn't it? Every 4 seconds, yeah. There's a decent chunk of damage though. And they're just food and wood. They don't cost iron, Arbalists. Relatively strong early army, I think, humans, but players typically seem to kind of skip over it. Try to go straight into keepers, and keepers are strong, but you need that base of infantrymen, I think, especially against orcs that are going to swarm you with goblins. Stealing the flag here is Wolfguard. Is Theemin, the Wolfguard commander. Going to give health regen to this stuff now. Can they take down this Occultist? Do you have your armor upgrade? Theemin?
We're being attacked.
Yes, you do. Same stats as you can see there. Trying to wrangle this replay UI. Stealing the flag is now Caboomstick, and the goblins have won out. Infantrymen were slayed. Here comes some more Arbalists. Need to spike a single goblin, really. There's that nullify from the Occultist that usually comes up quite late too, pulling a unit into trouble. Really good versus enemy casters and stuff, but I mean, if you pull the Wolf Guard Commander in, you might just pull them into a great place to use the Earth Shatter. So they're using it against Arbalists and stuff. Lots of death around here, but now we see the Orc player upgrading this to a scouting post where it gets that small attack. Tried to contest it, the human player, but just too many goblins, and that Occultist is so good in those big melee fights because just cleaves through things with that Demonic Pact. Now in the healing pool. Not sure if it has an official name. Here comes Theemin going for the Medusa. Needs the XP, of course. Just got impaired by something. I guess it's a Medusa thing. Boomstick, though, wants to steal some XP, or just generally make themselves a nuisance. That aura is still up. Impairing and damaging the Wolf Guard Commander there, making her bleed. Just popped a health potion, I think. No, that was a replenishing strike blocking. Look at that. Nullify got 3 of those Arbalists. He's so strong, the Occultist. Just a powerhouse in melee, and if you try to shoot him down, he can do Nullify, drag a whole bunch of stuff. There's a lot of scoundrels here. There is an upgrade you can get in tier 2 from the Bloodforge to make them come out 3 at a time, which helps just to throw bodies at stuff. There's a lot more infantrymen here, I think, Theemin. Let's get a sense of these armies now. Caboomstick with 44 scoundrels. There's the Earth Shatter, look at that. Can they pick things off while they're down? Levels up to 6 the Wolf Guard Commander. Theemin with 14 Arbalists and only 2 infantrymen. I feel like the infantrymen are getting kind of dunked on by the sheer number of stuff, and also this Occultist doing so much damage here. Been non-stop fighting for a while. I know viewers like me to look at the bases sometimes to see what's going on, but I don't want to miss this action here. Infantrymen getting cleaved up. They are pushing back the goblins though. Arbalist did a good job there, kept their distance. Didn't see the Nullify throw out. Are you gonna port back to the shop? Doesn't look like it. What do we got going on back here then? War Pit is up. Don't see any War Drummers. Don't see them that often actually. I don't see any of the military or economy upgrade buildings anywhere, but it's not easy to always find that stuff. Iron going over here. Orcs transition quite hard into Iron in tier 2. I guess a lot of the factions do, but you don't want to be chucking goblins for long. You want to get into those hunters. Now we have an aura up for the Wolf Guard Commander. That's the wrong button. See if we can work out what it is. Yep. It is the Hymn of Tenacity, so +5 resistance. Doesn't sound like a lot, but in these big fights where you are buffing up a lot of individual units, especially in melee, it adds up. Especially when attacks are doing, you know, 100 and something per pop. 5% off that makes a big difference, potentially. Looks like the scoundrels are still indeed coming out 2 at a time here. They go for one of the wyverns. So you can see on the map, the 4 areas that I'm indicating have these white skulls, or off-white. That means they're not hostile. They won't attack you unless you attack them, so ouch. That was a storm wyvern with that big electric thing. Chain lightning. They got it. Level 7. What's this? Attacking the humans. Buildings here. Teleports in. We got hunters up here. Hunters are pretty badass. 140 damage. They attack quite quickly, once every 2 seconds, but they do have relatively short range. And they're 4 iron a pop. But if you can mass these guys up, they will tear through keepers, they'll tear through infantrymen. They will mess up an enemy hero too. I'm not sure exactly what the Wolf Guard Commander can do about it, aside from shadow striking in to a blob of them and earth shattering, and then try to arbalist them down. Not easy though. They have 1,000 hit points. And now they are smacking on some. Yep, they're grabbing the scouting post here. So the Orc player really pushed forward quite aggressively. Did not expand super quickly, but now in tier 2, They have flooded this side of the map, as you can see, and they have the central areas. So they do have that map advantage at the moment. The humans can fight with less map than orcs, but ideally you'd have at least half, you know, obviously. Wyvern's going to go down here. Going to get a level 7 Occultist. There he goes. And the Wolf God Commander is what? Here we see the Keepers coming out. Wolf God Commander is level 7. I've set it up so that I can now select them to see their level, which is nice. So here are the Keepers. They look badass. 100 damage per swing. Good resistances. 1750 hit points. The decent mobility on this horse, and these maces they have can stun enemies. I think it's just a chance to proc or something. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Maybe someone can let me know in the comments. Big fight here. Keepers don't want to separate too much. You need the Arbalists fighting, shooting stuff behind them. You don't want to send the Keepers in when the Arbalists aren't close enough. Keepers got kind of wrecked there. They just get mobbed. They just get mobbed. I didn't see an Earth Shatter go in. I think I saw the that ability I always forget the name of. Something of Immortality, is it? Beacon of Immortality, there we go. We also have the Hymn of Retaliation. I think that only applies to the Wolf God Commander. As you can see, with the Occultist, it reserved health, but with other auras, it reserves your focus.
We're being attacked.
So she has 12, so 24 focus taken off her bar if both of those auras are active. Can I get the camera back? There we go. Trying to hit some buildings here. This is the last sector in the center that the human player has. Earth Shatter only hit a few goblins. Keepers going in. They are getting that resistance buff, of course. See some increases on their resistances there. +5s. Where's the AoE? You need AoE, right, against goblins. Humans do have a catapult, of course, which not the most mobile thing around, which is maybe why they're not used, but could do some real work against a blob of goblins. They've also got those, I think they're called mentalists. You basically never see them. Very rarely see the mentalists come out there. AoE magic guys. I think maybe their range is a bit short to use effectively. You can also get medics up, which you rarely ever see. Maybe they would help keep the keepers up, keep the keepers going. There's a lot of goblins. There's a hell of a lot of goblins. Spreading out there, you see, so they don't get earth shattered quite as badly. There's the Nullify. There's a Shadow Strike. So the Earth Shatter does have a casting time on it. I wonder if... yeah, there it is. I wonder if you can get the Nullify while it's casting and mess her up. That's a really good Earth Shatter hit most of the army there. Getting some help from the scouting post, sorry. Down goes the Wolf God Commander, just got mobbed by scoundrels. You can't upgrade the goblins in any other way, I don't think. It's just numbers. All the other like damage and armor upgrades are just orc units, although Pesterers can get that thing where they can oil people with their shots. Don't see any Pesterers here though. Using all that stone to upgrade stuff, I suppose. Can we get a sense of if the human player has any of the... they're all drill whores, I think, yeah. Oh, we do have a support garrison over here. This is where you would get the medics. Right here. You can also get the catapult from here too.
We're being attacked.
Don't see any medics yet. We're being attacked, it says. Oh. Going for a big sector here. With a citadel. This is the home sector, isn't it? Where's the teleport? There it is. 3 keepers is that, I think? Let's try and see here. Caboomstick with 62 scoundrels and 18 hunters. Looks like the occultist himself went down though. And Theemin, 25 arbalists, 4 keepers, 4 infantrymen. And need a bit of a thicker front line, I think, still. Obviously, it's easier said than done. We got more stuff coming from the other side. I might be able to get a little bit of a pincer here. The Orcs going for those healing pools, although they don't seem to need healing right now. Can they push here with the Occultist down? They'll certainly try. There's a Shadow Strike into an Earth Shatter. Really well done. Can they pick off some Hunters here? They're going for Scoundrels. I don't think any Hunters were quite in range. There's a Keeper from the other side. Some more Arbalists. Doing some decent work. Aura's going up. Level 8 Wolf God Commander now. But the Orcs able to hold their line in those healing pools. Occultist is back up with the Aura going. What is the name of that Aura again? Not you.
What do you need?
Good news.
Blood like
We
tar.
finished researching a new technology.
And what was that over here? Oh, that's just the apply bleeding to everyone. Costs you 150 health to do. Are they going for... Nope. Where are the Orcs? They're here. I did take this. This is like too much Orc map now for the human player to be comfortable, I think. A line of Arbalists defending the bridge. It's a really complex map. You can go under the bridge as well, I believe. Some really awesome looking maps in this game. And as I said before, some great little details here and there. Okay. There's a lot of stuff here to defend. They're going for it. Going for the drill hall. They can't be that far off. We're 21 minutes in. They can't be that far off, like getting trolls and stuff. Because I haven't seen a lot more hunters come out. We haven't seen a single brute, I don't think. And it's a decent amount of hunters, but they must have a decent amount of iron. Let's have a look. 6 iron in the bank, but that might just mean they spent a bunch of it. Can we see any war trolls? Yes, 2 war trolls. Can I go to them? There we are. There's one. Those guys are pretty chunky. 2,000 hit points, massive amount of damage, both strike and siege, good resistances. They are a big old target though. What about Theemin? You got any champions? Yes, we have a single champion here. They can get an upgrade which allows them to have AoE attacks. They don't have it at the moment because they get a big pike weapon when they have it. But they're still a pretty awesome melee unit. 200 damage per swing. And I think they can stun you on hit and stuff with that big old hammer. 1200 hit points isn't that much though. In a game where you can get spiked, there's 2 war trolls now. Can the Arbalists get them? Yep. That guy got wrecked pretty badly. They are targeting the other troll now. There comes a third. Wolf God Commander backing off. Occultist getting in there. Just made everything bleed and ran away. I think. Pulling back to the Citadel here to get some fire support. It's much harder to see the human, because it's just arrows, I think, rather than like the balls of fire that the Orcs fire at you. There's the Beacon of Immortality again. Can they get this last troll down? Even with the resistances, the health of the trolls seems to fly down so fast. I mean, they've got a lot of Arbalists, haven't they?
We're being
Get a
attacked.
sense of these armies again. 3 trolls, 15 hunters, 55 scoundrels, and 29 Arbalists is all Theemin has. They are getting just worn down here. The goblin horde does so much work for you. Really difficult to deal with. I mean, I always say you need a bigger front line, but the Occultist is so good at munching through front lines with his demonic pact. Maybe that's the key. Try and get the Earth Shatter on the Occultist and just shoot that guy down as quickly as you can. As before. Much easier said than done. Going for this healing pool now are the Orcs. Does it actually give you... It doesn't seem to actually give you a boon, but it does definitely heal you up. I thought maybe it would give you the regeneration boon. Got some more infantrymen here. Keepers just seem to get wrecked, basically. Hunters seem to hard counter them quite well. Smacking some random stuff. Just the hunters combined with this much scoundrels is just really tough for the keepers to deal with. They can't get to the hunters. I imagine 1v1 they wreck a hunter, but they got to get through 40 scoundrels first. We have a barracks, a drill hall, and a support garrison up here. Another drill hall. It's going to get hit. And this is one of their stone sectors too. Going to need to teleport in here to have a chance. Things are getting smacked. There's the teleport. They got the drill hall. Oh, hey. I was just about to say, it's been really slow going last 5 to 10 minutes in terms of unit output. We haven't seen any keepers for a while. Is it because they're going for the Titan? And indeed, we see the Paragon hit the field. 20,000 hit points on this guy. They had to use one of these tainted obelisks to get him. Spent a whole bunch of like 75 iron, 75 of their Lyra or whatever it's called, Aria, I think. Let me check that. What's that thing called?
We're being attacked.
Yes, Aria. And 75 something else. I think it's food. But here they are. 500 damage per swing, raw damage or whatever it's called, pure damage, sorry. So no resistances against it. And they've got to go for the large targets. Got to go for the Occultist if you can. Oh, they're defending against war trolls down here. They can use the Godstone to get right back again. Citadel will repair up, but it does cost you resources to repair. Now they need to stop this. Here we go. Godstone in, back in. Outpost is going to go down, and it's a fortified. Smack takes out the Occultist. So they one-shot the Goblin? Yeah, the Goblins are 500 health. They will one-shot a Goblin, but that's seems like a waste. Go for the Occultist, then go for the Hunters with your Paragon. And this is the massive shield thing it has. What is the name of that? Tiara's Protection. I guess Tiara's some kind of human god in this world or something. It's a massive shield. 500 point damage shield. And they're pushing. 3 war trolls. Another good target for the Paragon. I don't suppose... Oh! We are going to see the Orc Titan, you guys. Awesome. The offering to Zarak. As you can see, it's 5 food, 50 iron, 50 black ash. They're doing it. 4 trolls here. There's that tiara thing again. Are they waiting for the Titan? Maybe they're waiting for the Titan. Also waiting for the Occultist to get back onto the field. Needs to start getting the map, though. It's a very impressive human army with a big old Paragon there. Massive shield. But got to get some map. Here's a Shaman. Instantly dies. Is this shield really useful for the Paragon? It's not covering his ankles, is it? Which is where mostly you get attacks, I think. It looks awesome. I wonder if the Titans have unique animations for attacking each other. I don't think they do. Maybe we'll get to see. Aura's up for the Wolf Guard Commander. She's level 9. I was going to look at her ability bar there and her skills, but now we have a big old fight. Paragon trying to pick out targets. Smack. The longest attack animation ever. I don't know if attack animations leash in this game. Like, if they start, do you still hit even if they move away? Yeah, here we see Boomstick trying to just avoid when they have the shield buff up, I think. No, they're coming back in for a fight. Tainted Obelisk still working, and it's filled with workers too. Paragon backing off here, which I didn't expect. There's a big Earth Shatter. Here comes a Shaman from the flank. I see a bunch of human units coming towards this area. I mean, as quick as they can. There's Arbalists and stuff. Needs to be very careful here not to overcommit. They're doing some good work though. Theemin. Can they turn this around? Going straight for the home sector here. Which, if you're not aware, is a victory condition. If you destroy this building, that's it. It's done. Level 10 Wolf Guard Commander. Oh, here we go. The Flesh Colossus for the Orcs. Look at the size of this guy. Also 500 hit points. He's got Zarak's Wrath. Attack speed. Is that his attack speed going up as he lands attacks, maybe? I'm not sure
We're under attack.
what this guy's deal is. There it is. Zarak's Blessing. Applies a powerful buff to a chosen creature, but will damage it when it expires. Okay. That's a hell of a buff.
Being attacked.
Seems to have some kind of Zarak's Wrath passive as well. Going after the Paragon. Can they get the Grand Cataract hit? Don't think so. I think the Paragon is done for. Was a hell of an attempt. If this Titan didn't come out, maybe they could have got this. Maybe they could have got this. I'm not sure if they can recover now. Because they're just going to go straight for the homes. I mean, there's a lot of human stuff on this bridge. Is it enough human stuff, though? They got to fight a Flesh Colossus now. It's a big bastard, isn't he? Yeah, look, you see this? 4 seems to be 4 stacks of this Zarak's Wrath, maybe. Does it not wear off? Doesn't seem to be wearing off. Uh-oh. Nullify on the Wolf Guard. Down she goes. Level 10 there for the Occultist. Can we get what you got going on here? Just lots of passives, I suppose, now. Yeah. Damage passives, health passives, all that good stuff. Is this the last push? They're going for the home sector. Humans are gathering, but the Wolf Guard commander's down. It's just Arbalists. Using the Godstone to get back here. See how they do. Level 10 is the max, by the way, for heroes. Billets is what gives humans population, so it's going to be painful to lose. They're going straight for the Citadel. Can anything stop them? There is the Flesh Colossus. Oh, he's taking his time. Really cool looking model on that guy. I think they've got this here. They've got Troll, Flesh Colossus with that pure damage. A whole bunch of Shamans. 104 magic damage each. And, oh, that was it. They got it. And they had Pesterers too. Probably oiling things and causing those explosions. Well, there you have it. Again, the Orcs able to crowd out and crush the humans. But we saw a good old go, didn't we, from that Wolf Guard commander with the Paragon going for that home sector. It was close. If that Orc Titan didn't come out right then, I think the humans might have stolen it. Might have had just enough to steal it there. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.